guys, and welcome to another episode of Tea
and Tussle.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We have got a special guest today. Care to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name's Andy, aka Blackamura, the King of Games. It's not just me saying it.
It is just I'm joking. No, talk your shit, man. Talk your shit.
It's not just me saying it, my side. I am the owner, the face, the Toni Khan of Streamcast.
Oh, Toni Khan. Good. No, I'm not saying it. No. I'm just glad that you chose a certain billion. And maybe not another one.
Out of all the billionaires you could have shot, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I think out of all the billionaires, I think I might have chosen the best one that's in wrestling.
True.
Right now, the only one in wrestling, no?
True.
Yes.
The one without scandal upon his name.
Yeah. No, but like technically, he is the only billionaire in wrestling currently, right?
Yeah.
Triple H in him. He's not a billionaire.
I mean, I guess he
No,
can't.
He's part of a billionaire empire, but he's not a billionaire.
H isn't. Maybe Nick.
Nick
Oh.
Khan.
Okay, sorry, I'm interrupting. Continue.
Yes, I love how we started this. This is amazing. I am the owner of Streamcast, which is a team of Black British creatives who cover gaming, making gaming fun again, bringing people together through gaming since 2018. We survived the pandemic.
That's something to celebrate.
Honestly, a lot of us, didn't make it. Podcasts, live streams, events, online, offline, anything to do with gaming, we are your guys, and we are looking to basically bring that to a whole new level in 2026.
Oh,
And
looking
you will
forward
do
to
indeed. Looking forward to
Amen
it.
to
Make
that.
sure you follow him on all his platforms, get to know him. And obviously, he's a multifaceted guy because he's on a wrestling podcast and we're here to talk gaming and wrestling today. So let's get straight into the tea. But before we get into the tea, let's get to know you a bit, Mandy. Okay, so obviously, you have a love for wrestling, you have a love for gaming. Like, what was your earliest memory of wrestling?
My earliest memory was my brother and I watching SmackDown early on Saturday morning, because on Sky One, SmackDown was on Saturday. I think it might have been on Friday as well, but I had no idea what Raw was for like 5 years.
It's true.
Yeah, it was this mythical thing. Like, okay, kind of cool. But every morning, I think it was like 10 a.m. I was watching SmackDown, and my first memory is John Cena and some dude named Chris. I'm not gonna name him.
Oh,
Krispy Kreme.
you should see my face on dude named Chris. I was
Okay, Krispy Kreme, yeah.
See, I didn't want to say anything, but like it was clear that
Yeah.
we were at different stations. So I was like, okay.
Okay, so dude named Chris.
So John Cena and his friend made Paul Heyman eat a bar of soap.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm locked in.
Oh, what a way to enter wrestling. Just even thinking about that.
I love it.
That's a very specific, what a way to enter the wrestling.
John Cena was my first favorite wrestler because he was very out of pocket, very extroverted with all the jerseys and the rapping. I could relate to him. And I didn't realize until like 2007 that his character had changed from the rapper to the Marine. And then like
Rapper to the Marine.
Yeah, started
a
to like other
transition.
guys like Kurt Angle and Randy Orton. Shout out Randy Orton going back to his 09 self, by the way. 15 loading.
That was a scene. That was a
That was
sight to
great.
see.
That was great.
And I started to get into TNA at the same time because this is that other thing that looks like this thing that I really like. Would go AJ Styles and people like Abyss, who I don't think gets enough recognition for how good he was.
This was amazing. You know how I feel. I won't get into it too much.
I think the Black Hole Slam is better than whatever the Big Boss Man used to do. I think I think Abyss deserves more respect. Christopher Daniels deserves more respect. Right until Eric and Hulk joined.
I knew you were going to say it. That's always the turning point.
Yeah, that's when
That
I was
was
like,
the
this
turning
is
point.
crap.
Yeah, that was the turning point. And I tried and I kept onto it, and then Aces of Eights came, and I was like, I'm done. I'm moved on.
That is their swan song. That's the last, because that turn, it's not really a spoiler. It was like 10 years ago. That turn is like the last good thing that they had.
Yeah.
And then the follow up was awful because Styles tried to do the CM Punk thing,
The lone wolf.
yeah, and then leave with the title, and then they made him drop it to Magnus, who was not ready at the time, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. But yeah, been a wrestling fan since '03. I've taken a few breaks here and there when it's got really bad, but yeah. I love
Favorite
wrestling.
wrestler currently?
That's such a tough question.
One, two. You can give 3 if you want.
I will say, I really like. Oh, that's hard. I like MJF.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
He's a real calm, measured man.
Calm, measured.
Like myself, yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
Those
god.
are the 2 words I would not describe MJF.
See?
But
And also
maybe
right
you
now-
maybe you see something different.
He does
I-
see something different because I've seen how this man lights up when he plays Uno. So I can see the one he says, "Oh, MJF,
Okay.
calm and measured." He is MJF. This
know
man
what?
is MJF.
Do you know what? I hear it because one thing I will describe MJF is definitely he's very strategic.
Yes,
Calm, I would not go there.
He's
but,
quite sly.
But he's quite sly and
He
strategic.
knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
of course
Yeah.
you were going to say MJF. I should have known better to ask you.
All
man.
right. Anybody else?
Who do I like currently? I like the big 3 in WWE. That's Javon Evans,
Of course.
Obafemi,
Yes.
and Trick Williams.
Oh, I
Yes.
was like wondering who the big 3 is. I hear it. Okay.
I'm
yeah.
calling them the big 3.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
when
I
that
hear it.
catches on, I started it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he started it. Trademark that. ASAP. It
Yeah.
was him. We said it on Tea and Tussle. Look at what I'm saying. We claim the
No, you
credit.
can have it. I said
We
on this-
claim it on Tea and Tussle first. The big 3: Javon, Trick, and Obafemi.
Oh, but there's like the star quality. I want Tricks like every outfit. I want his coats. Oh, and then when he looks with the shades. And then Obafemi recently.
Ah.
Put Nigel on top, man.
Give me, oh my God, if Obafemi loses at Mania, I'm so done with that company.
I'm
I hear
cancelling
it.
my
I-
Netflix subscription.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm not going to do it.
I don't think there's a world where Oba loses.
I think Brock is willing to sell. He's seen as his match, and he'll actually do it. And I hope to God he does.
I think one thing about Brock here is that when he sees your credentials and when he will put you over.
Yeah.
If he has he I think he's the kind of guy, he doesn't want to just put anybody over.
Yeah.
He needs to have a reason to put someone over, and Obafemi is that guy. This is why I'm saying like he needs that clean Mania.
It needs to be a clean win, for
it
sure.
needs to be a 7-minute brutal match, because I know those guys can't go more than 8 minutes. It needs to be a 7-minute match of just total gas. I'm talking Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam type gas, and Obafemi just
2 bulldozers.
finish him.
You know, it's going to be that Paul Heyman setup, or just finisher, barricade spot, finisher. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
As long as Oba
I'm
wins.
down.
Yes.
It's
I'm
payback
down.
time.
Love it. Anybody else? Let me ask you your of all time.
Damn.
Of all time. These are the guys who are the trajectory, like these are the ones that you will love till you like, who really made a change in your wrestling.
Again, I cannot choose, but I will say it's either Kurt Angle or Shawn Michaels.
No,
Yeah,
agreed.
they're great.
agreed.
They're
They're
great.
fantastic. Legends in the business, honestly, really. I'm loving that. I know that Kurt Angle, he's had his time, but I'm really loving like now that people are beginning to really like clock on like, whoa, this guy is really crucial to some of the best parts of WWE history.
He is
of
really
wrestling
crucial.
history, of TNA history.
Completely. It's just unfortunate. I mean, you've mentioned, but like a good chunk of his best matches are with a guy
Chris.
named Chris.
Yeah.
So people don't get to appreciate it as much because it's been wiped from oblivion. But no, absolutely. Just really quickly, because you've mentioned HBK, I tweeted this, but has anyone else been getting thirst trap videos of HBK in the 90s? And I didn't search for it.
I
That's the song, yeah.
I didn't search for it.
He would have had with a
Oh, I was just like, this
Take-
guy. This is the guy who was running the shit in the 90s. This is the guy who pissed off Stone Cold. You should see that video where Brett is he's dancing. HBK is dancing in the ring, and Brett does not take his eyes off this man. This is it's so weird. I like it, but it's so weird. And it's like every 2 videos, I've suddenly had Shawn Michaels on my FYP. Like I scroll and he's just there, and it's the same Sexy Red.
It's the same song. Someone take Sean's phone away from him because he's gonna find that and he's gonna go nuts because
He knows.
Oh,
He's
well,
done.
it's too
He's done a
late. That's too
video.
late.
He's done his own video, dancing in his own.
And he's loving it. Do you know what I love about him? He's so social media like.
I like it.
I love it.
He's aware. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very aware.
He's always with the women.
And he see
It's
he's
always
a girl
with
he's
the
a girl
women.
dad.
He's
He's
a
a girl
girl
dad.
dad.
That's
Girl
why he's a
dad.
girl dad. Like I think he's got 2 daughters.
He does have 2 daughters.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
same as Triple H. Triple H has got 2 daughters as well, but I guess Triple H is more in the background.
He doesn't have the charisma.
Yeah.
Let me just leave it there.
But
He does not.
But yeah, man, Andy, it's lovely to meet you. Thank you for giving us your an insight into your life, why you love wrestling, who your goats are, and obviously, guys, always let us know who your goats are, who your current favorites are, and like what is going on in the wrestling world. Now let's get into the tea. Now, obviously, you recently went to Eve WrestleQueendom.
Guys, women's wrestling is amazing. Women's wrestling is the best thing to happen to wrestling.
Amen.
Do not get it twisted. First of all, actually, I need to say one of the best live events ever, but also RIP my legs. Because so I went with Chidera and then also Wrestling Raspity, our great friend Natasha. And we were like, oh, standing, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. It was a good 5 hours of standing. Maybe like in the last 2 hours, I started squatting just randomly because I needed the circulation to start moving. Because wiggling my toes, when I did cadets, they say wiggle your toes. Wiggling my toes was not enough. So can you imagine like you're in the crowd and you just see this girl just bopping up?
That's wild.
Because I couldn't. It was like actually so painful. And I was wearing Doc Martens and I thought it'd be fine. Oh, it's a lot. And I'd done like the gym that morning as well, the gym before. I think it was a choice of mine for sure.
Was it leg day?
Pardon?
Was it leg day?
Leg day 2 days before.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
But I done
making sense
You know
now.
those DOMs came
Yeah.
in 2 days
I
later.
also did Reformer that week for Pilates. Yeah, so basically it was squatting or nothing. So I guess I got extra sets in whilst I was squatting. But no, honestly, the best experience ever. I think what Eve has done has created such an inclusive space because I go to wrestling events all the time, but I don't think I always have as much fun as I've had at Eve. I think it's such an inclusive space and it's people who want to support women's wrestling. No one is really there just because often when you go to like, I'll just name WWE because this happens a lot when I go to WWE shows, you'll just always have this one stupid person trying to start the most misogynistic chant and stuff. Everyone was just game for Eve. Everyone was really excited to see the women. Everyone was really supportive. It's really funny. We were given, for the main event, it's Rio versus Session Moth Martina. We were I was like tapped on the shoulder, like, oh, here's a light stick, like, here's a light stick, glow stick, to dance around. And then I looked properly, guys. Will Ospreay was handing out the light sticks in the crowd with a bomb.
Oh.
And like, I'm not gonna be like, Will and stuff, but it was just like, why are you just hiding in the crowd handing out likes? It was the weirdest thing. It was great. Favorite matches, I wrote it down. We got to see some great people. So Willow, who was it? It was Willow versus Nina Samuels. Amazing match.
Nina Samuels, come on.
Shuri versus Alex Windsor, and Alex Windsor won, and she won the title. That was crazy.
The New Japan Strong Women's Championship.
Yes, Strong Women's Championship. Dakota Kai, aka Charlie, came, and that was against Chris Statlander. And that's another thing as well. It's basically highlighting the elite level of women in the British wrestling scene, but also giving the opportunity for people abroad as well, which we don't always get to see. And I think that's really, really important. Other favorite matches, I have to just give a shout out to Amira Blair and Harley Cameron, simply for the comedy and the karaoke aspect. There was topless men running around.
Oh.
I spent a good 5 minutes
And I
singing.
missed out.
Mate, we were singing Careless Whisper. There was like a little like huggy love fest. It was Amira, what you're doing with your character is amazing, and I'm so glad I got to see that. And then also the main event, right? So Rio, first of all, I want that jacket too, fluffy white jacket, versus Session Moth Martina. Guys, there was a bit where they had a bat. Rio had this bat and we didn't know what was on this bat. I now later found out it was thumbtacks, and I have the video and I hope at some point maybe we'll insert it here. Rio whacks session moth, I found out it was thumbtacks because it sprayed all onto our faces.
Oh.
Yes, and I have the video. You could see the video where it just explodes, and I was like, "What just hit my face?" It didn't cut us, but it was just like, that's how close you can be to the action.
Wow.
If that's what you want.
It sounds like an experience was had.
It was good.
And
it was
I'm
good.
really glad that we got involved, and I'm really glad that people like Will Ospreay, you can tell that he's really
He really
involved.
cares. Yeah.
He really cares, and wow.
It was great. So next year, WrestleQueendom. This was 8. Next year, number 9. Be there or be square.
Be there, be square, and we are going to be there. We'll always be there.
Yeah,
We'll
I think so.
always
I'm
be
gonna
there
make
for-
it a yearly pay-per-view of mine. I think.
No,
actually,
I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's really. If you've never experienced, if you just want a wrestling, like I'll say pay-per-view, but if you just want a pay-per-view where you get a bit of everything, you get the comedy, you get technical wrestling, you get high-flying wrestling, you get the characters. Oh, you even get burlesque. I keep on forgetting that they have burlesque there. So it opened with a fire eater, which was great.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, you get a bit of everything. There's it's everything. Go to Eve, go to one of their standard shows, and then go to their pay-per-views because you're getting everything that you want that you probably should be seeing on WWE and the AEW. I've said my piece.
I love it. And her piece was said.
Mm-hmm.
Mic drop. Let it be known. But yeah, man, guys, let us know. Anybody who went to Eve, just let us know how you feel. I know you met some great people at
Yes.
Eve as well.
Thank you for the interviews. Really appreciate it. I'm very scared how viral they've gone.
They've gone completely viral.
Go.
I love that fast, but then again, like I said, like it's just the networking and
Yes.
just the way to connect to different fans.
Yes.
Because I've always wanted to establish that Tea and Tussle is a podcast. This is a message for you guys. Tea and Tussle is a podcast that is very fan focused.
Yes, I agree.
We love to interact with fans. We love to get to know fans. We love to just be in the fan. Like, I know everybody wants to get the latest scoop. Everybody wants to get the latest wrestler on their podcast, but we really want to get to the nitty gritty of who the people make the show, and that is the fans. So
Example A.
exactly. Yes, the diversity that comes in, especially like we're going to be talking about gaming in a situation soon. But guys, always talk to us, always let us know, say hi to us, and we always want to talk to you. And it does warm my heart when people come up to us and be like, hey, you guys are Tea and Tussle.
Yeah, no, that's so true. And then someone who unfortunately had to squat next to found us through a video, and I was like, oh my god, I was next to you guys and stuff, and that was nice. Yeah, no, it's really chill. He was actually really, really nice and stuff. He kept on asking me if I needed help carrying. I made the mistake of thinking I could carry like 4 drinks.
Oh
God.
I stupidly thought they were gonna, like the McDonald's carrier.
Yeah.
We didn't get any of that.
No.
So I had to go back and forth. And do you know how many times I said excuse me? That's another thing. I said excuse me and people weren't rude. People weren't rude. Sometimes when you're trying to go, even at a concert, it's like, why are you touching me? Everyone's like, oh no, please go ahead. What?
Manners.
And like,
Manners.
not to be like men, but like it's these shows. Actually, that's another thing. More women. Eve is an opportunity for more women to see women, because still there's quite a lot of men that go to these shows, but it's actually quite a respectable place. Sometimes when you go to these things, it's not respectable, but it was really respectable. So encourage more women to come as well, please.
And support your local shows, guys.
Support your local shows.
Yeah. But obviously, Andy, guest of the hour. Going back to gaming, obviously, I just want to find out, like, how did you get into gaming, and like, what are your favorite games?
That's a great question.
How does anyone get into gaming?
Well,
I feel like it just happened.
yeah, a lot of it is just
You open the
happy
Argos
accidents,
catalogue. That looks cool.
Do you want to know how I got into gaming?
Yeah.
And a lot of people like they don't believe me when I say this, but this is how I also got into wrestling as well. So literally one day, my dad just brings home a PS2.
I remember you saying,
Yep, and he brings 2 games. Now, I always fight for this game because a lot of people don't agree that this is one of the best games of all time. Now, one of the games he bought was Metal Gear Solid.
No, but I love Metal.
No. Wait till I say the next game.
That's
Go.
a hot take, yeah.
Listen, Metal Gear Solid is a legendary game.
certified.
across the nation. No one can dispute that Metal Gear Solid series is literally. But I wasn't interested in that game because that game was a bit too stealthy for me.
Fine.
I wanted to get into the nitty gritty. I wanted to get guns blazing. I wanted to fight. The other game my father brings me is SmackDown. Just Bring It.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
how did he know?
Now I always say this on the podcast. Now, in the earliest episodes of when we used to be known as Wrestling is Too Much Fun, right? Literally, I said the way I got into wrestling was because of Just Bring It. Now, the reason why I love WWE games especially is because it's the accessibility. At that time I was not watching wrestling, nor did we have the access to it, because obviously we had to pay. For those who are not British, we had Sky, which is cable to, I think,
Is it cable?
Is it cable to them?
No, it's like an extra
It's,
2 cable.
I
I don't know.
I don't know. It's basically
On TV shows, they're like, we have to pay for cable.
yeah, like satellite channels, extra channels. So Sky TV. So we didn't have the access. We didn't have the access to be able to watch Sky Sports and stuff like that, which where Raw and SmackDown was. So my first access to the wrestling industry was
Through gaming.
Through gaming. Now, Just Bring It was the game that brought me into wrestling. And then my dad, he till this day questions, why are you so into wrestling? And I'm like, bro,
had
it's
his
because
hand
it's
in
you. You literally bought the game that
It's
changed
me.
my life. So why are you
That's
so surprised?
interesting.
And he's like, oh, okay.
But then he answers again.
Then you ask again, and then I'll just be like, I'll keep having this conversation. But yeah, so that's how I got into gaming. But those
cool.
are not my top games of all time.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get into that. How did you get into gaming?
So, okay. So I think, I was like, I don't know, 6, 7.
6, 7. Sorry.
The amount of times I've done that accidentally over the past month makes me sick. So I'm trying to fit in with I guess the rest of the guys in primary school because I just moved school, and they're all talking about the PS1. So I go to my dad, hey, I really want a PS1 for Christmas. He gets the wrong console.
What did he get you?
He got me a Dreamcast.
Oh, no, the Dreamcast.
But I mean,
But yeah,
It's-
not good to fit in, but still,
yeah,
that would go for a lot of money now.
no, for sure. And it's a really happy accident. So I was like, oh, what is that? I don't know. That's not PlayStation. But my brother and I, we make do. We play this game called Virtual Fighter 3. And we don't understand a lick because everyone's speaking in their native tongue. So the main character is Akira, who's Japanese, and he's speaking to, I don't know, Kage, who's this Japanese ninja. And they're just speaking. We don't get anything, but we can understand the fights. We can understand the punches, the kicks, the grabs, the blocks. And we get involved that way. Another game we had in the Dreamcast was Sonic Adventure.
Okay.
And then I'm
I'm
now
just
like,
smiling.
I'm now like, okay, this is cool because I've got this world where they're all fighters. I've got this world where this little blue guy is very cool and runs very fast. Crazy Taxi is another one.
Oh, beautiful. I think that's one of the most underrated games of all
Oh,
time.
it's one of the best games ever.
Literally
Yeah.
one of the best games.
And I think by that point, I'm already locked in. I'm already like, oh, I love gaming. We skipped the PS1. I think one of our family friends gifted us one. And then we play games like Formula 1. It's okay. Good console. But then we get the PS2 right as it comes out. So like we're in it with, everyone else. SmackDown, here comes the pain.
Oh, God. My arch nemesis.
The best wrestling game of all time.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of boomers who like No Mercy on the Nintendo 64.
Boomers.
You have to let
You're
that
calling
one...
y'all old.
Is it boomers?
You're old.
You're old, guys.
You have to let that one go. I played it. It sucks. And, that is really where like gaming and wrestling hit like the peak for me.
Yeah.
So by then I'm in love with gaming. There's FIFA Street. There's so many amazing games that I can list, like the God of War franchise. That game, God of War 3, leads to Streamcast being birthed because Isaac and I become friends, who is my original co-host, because of God of War 3, and we start the Streamcast. So there's a lot that I owe the Dreamcast. may have influenced Dreamcast non-illegally.
I mean, we're connecting the dots here.
Yeah. But that's how I get into gaming. It was one happy accident. My dad accidentally got the wrong console, and it's the best thing that he's ever done. So yeah.
Nice.
You guys make me think. I'm trying to figure out how I got into gaming, because I just think it was there. Like, my parents didn't really care for that stuff, so like we would play things at people's homes. The reason why I smiled about Sonic is because one of my most nostalgic memories is playing, and like the song was literally playing in my head, is Sonic Heroes on the Game Boy. No, on the GameCube. And I used to when you go to someone's house, you don't not even saying hi, you just crank up. You just crank it up immediately. I want to not let my younger cousins do that now. You say hi to me first. But
do you got any games? You got any games on your phone?
No way. But no, I remember doing that. I think I used to remember always opening the Argos catalog and showing mum a game. She's like, no, you don't need it. No, you don't need it. And then I don't know if they had a discussion, but it happened all like in tandem, where I first got an iPod and then suddenly I got a Nintendo DS and I got a black one. So they knew. They waited. And it was the DS Lite and stuff, because everyone had the old ones. But I remember when I got the DS Lite and I looked at the old one, I was just like, I'm above you now. So it's absolutely fine. But the DS Lite, Nintendogs. I don't care what people say. Nintendogs, best game. Cooking Mama.
Yes.
Cooking Mama. And I had Cooking Mama 1, Cooking Mama 2. Then I had like Sim City. And then I had this Sims. Okay, I'm a Sims player. So if I want to say I'm really a gamer, it's that I play Sims. Literally, actually, Sims 1, which not a lot of people play. And I had again, thank you, Auntie. Like, she got me just randomly. I think I was like 8. The whole Sims expansion pack. Mom didn't understand any of it, and I would spend hours, and that's the reason why my dad said I couldn't get World of Warcraft, because I would take the family laptop and then no one would see it again. Remember back in the day when it's family, we had a family computer and a family laptop, and I just used to steal it. Yeah, we like had both at one period where my parents were trying to figure out what to do with the computer and stuff.
Those big block computers.
I know, and it was Windows XP at the time.
Yeah.
And I used to play. Oh wait, it's not like a console game, but I used to like go crazy for pinball. Did you ever play that?
Yeah.
On the computer, the pinball game?
I mean, the standard games like, what's it called? Not Minecraft.
No, Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
I never understood that game. I never
I just
understood
used to
that
gamble
game.
that game. I used to just press anything.
I did not understand that. But I'm also, favorite, the Wii really, my parents got that because they saw it as a family thing, and suddenly the games was acceptable. But they allowed us to get things like Metroid. I used to love playing Metroid. All the Wii Sports Resort was amazing. Mario
Especially
Kart.
the boxing.
Oh my God, the boxing.
And
Mario
the tennis.
Kart, tennis, and then in the Sports Resort one, you could like kill people with kendo sticks. It was really weird.
Oh, I loved that
yeah,
one.
just slashing
I loved
people.
it. Yeah,
it was great. Of course, Mario Kart. That was allowed. And then I guess for me personally, because I got the DS and I started going to Comic Cons and stuff, because I always wanted a Game Boy, I never got it. I started buying. The good thing about the DS was that you could put Game Boy games in it. So that's how I got the Incredible Hulk. I got a couple of Harry Potter games. I got my first Pokemon game, which was Pokemon Ruby, and I played that to the end. And then remember Woolworths?
Oh, yes.
So specifically, when Woolworths closed down, I raided the game section, and one of the first things I bought was Final Fantasy 3 that I never finished because it was too damn hard.
Wow,
and I still don't know. Also, the Madagascar game was hard. But that's another thing. Anyway, that's how I got into gaming, through others, and then slowly built up my own thing. And now I just play Sims and stuff on my phone.
Following from that, what would you say is like your favorite games?
Super Smash Brothers Ball.
Super Smash Bros.
Straight in there.
Straight because I had to get a friend, shout out to Nicole. For weeks I couldn't kill, I think the final boss was Taboo, and her and I were just complaining to the point that she had to come to my house after school for us to defeat him together. And then my sister did it weeks later by Googling how to defeat him, by choosing the right people, and did it by herself. And I was really angry with her for a week. because I had to ask for someone to help me.
I much prefer the way you did it.
Yes, me too.
That's the community aspect of gaming.
Yeah, exactly. That's what used to bring, because I used to ask my cousins when I had like final bosses and stuff like that to help me come to my house and help me finish this game. And we used to sit around like the TV, because we had like the main TV. Because obviously it was the PlayStation. We had the main TV, and my mum used to go crazy because it was just the one TV in the house that connected the PlayStation. So she would just be like, "We want to watch TV."
No.
And I'm like, no, like I want to play my games. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Following from that, like, what's your favorite games of all time? Like, what's the games that changed your life?
That's a great question. God of War 2018 is up there on the PS4 and I guess the PS5. I think it's the most enjoyable game I've ever played. Just because it combines the in-game mechanics with the story. So the game plays in a way that makes sense. So at the start, there's a very fractured relationship between father and son, which means the chemistry is really awful. So I'd be telling Atreus to shoot, and his timing would be like 2-3 seconds off. He's being really ineffective. So I'm getting annoyed at him. Kratos is getting annoyed at him. And then as the story progresses, especially when he gets sick mid game, you kind of see things turn around, and they tend to they start to work better together. So now you're pulling off combos. At the end of the game, they're like doing 1-2s on the big bad. Like, it's so cool how you get from one place to another, and it's a game that leaves you with as many questions as it answers. So it's just like the perfect 10 out of 10 game for me. I have a lot of other games that I would put in that list. So yeah, I could go on forever. Like
you can see why he has a gaming podcast. You see how I answered my question. See how you answered your question. I hear it. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, God of War is definitely one of my top threes. I would my top three. Okay, so my number one game of all time is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Ocarina of Time is a
And
beautiful game.
To show you guys I'm about that life. I have the Triforce right here.
You're like Cody Rhodes.
Literally. I have the Triforce right here. That game changed my life.
That was a beautiful game.
I loved The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Just, I can't even explain the story, the growth of Link, the connection between him and Zelda. Ganondorf is just a perfect.
Ganondorf is so funny.
Is such a perfect villain.
Yeah.
Just the levels of just beauty of that game. I just absolutely love it. My number 2 is God of War. It specifically came from God of War 3, but I think it really cemented in God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the whole relationship between Atreus and Kratos, and just like how it has been able to evolve over time. And I think obviously because I love Greek mythology as well. So when you're able to combine that, obviously God of War 3 was more focused on Greek mythology, whereas Ragnarok was more focused on Nordic mythology. And for you to be able to add those aspects into gaming and just make it so modern and clear. And then I also love how they've the open world concept where you can my favorite thing was fighting the Furies. I love, as difficult as they were, I loved fighting the Furies. I would lose like 100 times in a row, but I loved fighting the Furies, and I just loved the stories and just like how their relationship developed, and like how Atreus' story as a giant would just. Because I'm very story driven.
Yes.
Like, anything with a good story, I'm there.
And that's why I like Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
And my third game, obviously, Red Dead Redemption 2. I bloody love Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't think you understand. The ensemble of characters is probably one of the best ensemble of characters. There's just the whole Wild West and like how they're coming to an end, like they're going into the modern day of America, and it's just so beautiful. Another few honorable mentions is the Hitman series, because it's taking a different approach. I always used to fail the first few levels because I just wanted to just start shooting, but it's like it really forces you need to be stealthy. You really need to be stealthy. Another game, oh my god,
Random shout out for me, but I've forgotten which one because there was multiple, but it was a Lara Croft game. Specifically, she's like, I just remember being really scared because we got like, basically I got exposed to that game through a relationship. Let's not go any further. But
Yeah,
there was
that'll do it to you.
that would do it to you. There was a bit where we just got eaten by wolves. And I've never forgotten that one bit. But it was a really, really good game. Great way to explore a relationship as well. Fun fact.
Well,
But no, shout out to that Lara Croft game. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna throw in Pokemon
Pokemon,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
because I really
Yeah.
like specifically Pokemon Ruby for me because that was like the only Pokemon game where like I fully started and finished from beginning to end, and there was just something really. I mean, I can't describe it the way how beautiful you guys have described your games because if I like my true favorite game is Sims, and if I say the reason why it's my favorite game, it's not a healthy
No,
reason.
but the thing
Completely
is,
valid.
people don't understand that Sims has really good lore. Up until 4,
Yeah.
4 was just I don't know what the hell they're doing. But I understand the mechanics. They're trying to focus
It
on
has great
emotions.
lore.
But when we're talking about the Goths,
Ah!
when we're talking about
I'm ready for that
the
film.
Scepter family,
I'm
when
ready.
we're talking about the land grabs,
I'm ready. I'm
messy,
ready.
messy,
Very
ass
messy
story,
lore.
very
Yeah.
messy lore.
But you know me, I enjoyed Sims as a child because it was me playing like God. So
Yeah,
that's not
exactly.
healthy.
Completely valid.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. But,
Exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, man, obviously, guys, let us know what your favorite games are. Let us know what is
Oh, Animal Crossing. Sorry.
Animal Crossing.
That was like a joke.
No.
I have to get this out.
Yeah, no, sorry, because Animal Crossing really like let's go to Animal Crossing, let's go to the city. Yes, Animal Crossing, let's go to the city. Do you know how I think I just like games where I get to like do get a little bit of gardening done.
Free roaming.
Free roaming, designing. I loved Sims. My dad thought I was going to be an architect because of Sims. Little did he know I was killing people rather than building things. Although I did later build when I got the IKEA expansion pack. But no, Animal Crossing was just peaceful. Might be
was.
the only
It's
time where I
very-
could actually sit
it's a very
down
cozy
and-
game.
Cozy game and
Yeah.
really peaceful. And specifically, let's go to the city. I'd just be there for hours.
Legit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, I hear it because like even one of the games that I loved growing up was Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters
Ooh.
on the
That-
PS2.
That's such a deep cut.
That game, when I got to the final and I faced Seto Kaiwa and I won, and the music and the let me not even get into it because this will turn into Tea and Gaming Tussle because
Tea and
I'm
Gaming
really
Tussle.
like I don't think you understand like the connection between gaming and like growing up. Like all people we've all gamed,
Yeah.
and like we've all like found our passion and just found there's the link. The
That's a
link.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna explore some games. Maybe I will buy myself that.
No,
Switch.
honestly, like I've got a PS5 now, so
Ooh.
I'm using it to the best of my ability, and I'm enjoying it. I did like the Call of Duty series, but like it gets repetitive.
Yeah.
I can't
After a
lie.
while.
Like I tried to play Black Ops 6, I think, and I'm just like, it's just the same old.
Yeah.
But Black Ops was my favorite because I loved Reznov, even though he was dead. But I loved Reznov.
I
That
went
was my
through a
favourite.
weird phase of not playing games but just watching people play games.
Don't even get me started.
And that's how I
What do you guys know about the Rad Brad?
The Rad Brad?
What do you guys know about Corey Kenshin?
The Rad Brad is invited to every cookout.
The
Oh,
Rad
on the
Brad.
planet.
Look, yeah, Rad Brad is playing Resident Evil right now. Go and watch it. If
Okay,
you
I'll have a
go,
look.
that guy is one of the chillest YouTubers,
so cool.
but he plays every single game
Game.
known
Okay.
to man. Every single game known to man.
because like I can't say I've played The Last of Us, but I can tell you what happened because I watched someone play The Last of Us.
And you know what's so funny? The Rad Brad played.
He played it, okay.
And in fact, he named his daughter after one of the characters. That's how deep I know. That guy, shout out to the Rad Brad. I love that man so much. I don't know what he looks like, but
No one
Okay.
knows.
no one knows.
The most low
And
effort
that's-
content
let's keep it
creator.
that way.
I have so much respect for him.
But yeah, shout out to that. Anyway, guys, let's get into just the main topic of
Yeah,
conversation,
we're
guys.
just having fun.
WWE 2K26 is out now, guys. Has anybody previewed the game? Anybody had a feel of the game so far?
I haven't. In the O2, actually, when we went to Queendom,
Mm-hmm.
they had the O2. They had that little 2K26 gaming section. It was closed though. I do have a nice picture of Natasha scooping CM Punk's face
Oh,
and stuff. But no, I really wish I could have actually, because I don't really play wrestling games. I do none of them. I think there's something about this one where I was like, oh, I should try it. And I'm seeing loads. I think also the problem is for me personally now is that because of social media, before I wasn't getting I'll just see the adverts on TV and again, Argos Catalog, shout out, we'll open and see it. Now I'm seeing people on TikTok actually play this thing, like preview it, and now I'm intrigued. specifically because people are just falling off cliffs. Like I've seen
Oh,
Brock
yeah.
Lesnar fall off a cliff so many times. So now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What about you?
I haven't enjoyed the game firsthand, but I have seen a lot of creators making content about it, like you. And I think it's one of the best wrestling games in a long time. Simply for the ragdoll physics that is being showcased in all of these videos, like you mentioned, Brock getting thrown off a cliff. There is something very enjoyable about watching someone maybe like The Miz getting thrown off a cliff and like Looney Tunes, like Gang Beasts, you're just watching him flop around and yeah, this guy should be dead. There's
But wrestling logic.
there was a smaller roof underneath the roof that he got thrown off. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think there's just something fun about bringing the chaos back into a video game. I think they've been, and you know, the 2K team, I think they might have been a bit lost in trying to become very a perfect simulation of what a wrestling match should be.
And that's not fun.
Yeah, I think sometimes just let it be arcadey, just let it be fun. Some of the best wrestling games of all time haven't been all that realistic, but they've been fun. You can pick it up, you can play, your whole family can get involved. And I think that is a much better presentation or product than something that's hyper realistic. So I am very excited to see more when it comes to 2K26. They've done a lot of stuff in terms of getting so many people like legends like Victoria and people from AAA and people who have no real connection with WWE, but they're in the game to like respect
Isn't
wrestling.
Abyss in the game?
Yeah, he was in the last one
He
as
was
well.
in the last one as well.
That's cool. Abyss has never been featured on WWE
I
TV,
know.
much to my chagrin. He should have been in the Royal Rumble. But you know, the fact that he's got the proper TNA music as well. You know, they didn't give him some slop.
And then the
Yeah, cool. I think that's what 2K are doing right with this game.
Right.
They're being very involved. I've seen even the referees are being featured and doing like sponsored posts and all of that.
Good.
Like 2K have done a very nice concentrated strategy to get their game out to as many fans' hands as possible.
Does this one have a story mode? Like,
Yeah. So they all have story modes. I think this one is about CM Punk because he's the main or the standard cover star. So I think it's going through his biggest rivalries. I think there is there's a little twist on it because a few years ago John Cena was the cover star, but it was all about the biggest matches that he lost.
oh,
So there was the One Night Stand 06 with Rob Van Dam,
Yeah.
and then there was the first
What
match
a
with The
funny
Rock.
night.
One of Cena's best matches, might I add. So good. There's the first time he went against The Rock, and it's weird. See, John Cena's doing voice acting on his like mindset and those matches that he lost. Whereas CM Punk, I think, is doing matches that he lost but should have won. So it's a bit of rewriting history. And they play off that. It's really interesting. There's a GM mode where you get to like run a company.
I remember previously there was a GM mode for
Yeah.
some of the older games.
No, there's
Yeah.
always been a GM
Has there always
mode.
been a GM?
There's always been a GM mode, and the GM mode is very, 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 very like fun to play with. Like you
Okay.
really like get to know the characters. You really get to know your roster, and like some of the realistic aspects of being a general manager, having to deal with injuries, having to deal with some superstars that are really like unhappy with how they've been booked and things like that.
Maybe I should play
Like
this
all those
game.
mechanics are really
Sounds
they
like
were really good.
Sims.
It is a bit like
It
Sims.
But they
is.
should give me free reign so I can do some fan fiction fantasies.
Like you even get to set up some of, and this is why I guess why I'm really passionate about the brand split, because there was when there was the brand split was more prominent. Like you would have some of your superstars defect into the other
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah, that's a big
or
deal. Yeah.
you can stage a coup to the other shows, like an
Yeah.
invasion, like to the other shows. So you would get like your big stars. Like I would always get like Big Show to go and invade like Raw or something, and like you'd really get involved in the backstage stuff. So it was really fun. Like GM mode, I really recommend it in terms of, because it's almost like, to compare it, it's like almost FIFA manager mode, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
it's like you've got your team, like, I mean, you're not invading other pitches, but you're really involved, because that's how, like, a lot of people ask me, like, oh, what team do you support? And I say, like, my house is an Arsenal house, but I have a soft spot for Leyton Orient because of the FIFA games.
Right.
So when you play like SmackDown versus Raw or WWE 2K, you really develop a soft spot for certain superstars, especially when you play the My Superstar mode.
Right.
You pick a random superstar superstar. I always recommend people to go for the ones with the low overalls and then you build them up. Because it's not fun when you have like when you're playing as Roman and you've got everything.
Someone who has like a high ranking.
Exactly. Like always go for like, I don't know, the NXT guys and lift them up and stuff like that. So
I've missed out on some WWE. See, it's my parents. Anyway, I've missed out.
Oh, you don't even understand. I begged my dad.
I only
like,
played it at some people's
SmackDown
homes.
versus like SmackDown Just Bring It was obviously just an off present.
Yeah.
But when the SmackDown versus Raw series started coming out, and I saw 2006. Obviously, this is just called SmackDown versus Raw, but we call it as 2006. This had Vince McMahon's face on it. I begged my father. Which, by the way, this was in the Argos catalogue when games were $29.99.
Yep.
I almost said take me back. Oh God.
Because
it's so true actually. Games were like, and I remember like games at one point when it was on sale, suddenly they're like £15.
literally.
Yeah. It's
When
so
the
true.
games, and my dad was like, I think he used to use the games to teach me the value of money, because he would just
$29.99
be
used to
like,
an expensive price.
back then obviously it was
Yeah,
expensive,
my parents were
innit?
like, too expensive.
So he would teach me the value of money. He would be like, okay, you save up your pocket money. And I used to save up. When I finally got SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, obviously at the time, standalone SmackDown vs. Raw, I played that game to my heart's content until I did everything. And literally... It's literally one of my favorite games. But I have to say, I think it's just an upgraded version of Here Comes the Pain.
Ooh.
That's completely fair. I think the SmackDown versus Raw series is probably the peak of
And it was just
Wrestling gaming.
It was just banger after banger after banger
They had
after
such a great run.
When they did the ECW, SmackDown vs. Raw featuring ECW, beautiful. It was beautiful. And then the music, and that's how I got deeply into rock music as well, because some of the soundtracks on the SmackDown vs. Raw games, that's how I got into Power Man 5000. That's how I got into what are they called again? Non-point. That is how Bullet with a Name. Those were the tunes. That's how I even got into Ghostface Killer. What's it called? The Champ. They were playing some tunes on those things. You would just be playing it and you'd just be like,
I've always heard about that though, because like that's how like a lot of people who played FIFA got into indie music and stuff. Yeah, so no, that's
so this
not
is what I'm
surprising.
saying. Like, gaming is such a good gateway into a lot of things, because again, you didn't have the accessibility to this. Like Kerrang on Sky.
Don't get me
Come
started.
on, like you didn't have, like we didn't know.
Kerrang was even the free channels, and like MTV. I was so lucky to have MTV Rocks.
Literally,
and I used to just play. And then I used to get Kerrang magazine. I'm digressing, but like,
no, but think about it. That's how the accessibility. Like you get the games, and then you find like make these new discoveries about certain hip hop songs, certain rock songs, certain like stories that are going on in the wrestling world.
I used to even yearn for the games because my parents would willingly get me the WWE magazine, but they won't get me the game and stuff. But my cousins happened to buy the TNA game, so I used to play that back when I used to think TNA was going to take over the wrestling world, but obviously I knew nothing.
We all thought that.
We all thought something, but that was a good game.
You briefly touched on the cover stars. Like, obviously, we know that CM Punk is currently the cover star for this 2K26. Yeah. Before we briefly go on to who are the other cover stars of 2K26, do you have any favorites of
covers
of the SmackDown vs. Raw series, of the 2K series?
There is one that just lives rent free in my head. There's like Batista on one side on SmackDown, John Cena on one side on Raw. That is my favorite cover of all time. I think it's because of the symbolism.
Yeah,
because it also marked a changing of the guard, a new era, and I don't remember the last time where it was so obvious multiple guys were the right guy at the same time.
Right. Okay. I think that's a good one. I've got two, again, because I didn't really get to play it until I went to people's homes. But these are the two that are in my head because they're the ones I remember, again, opening the Argos catalogue and begging my parents to buy me. So specifically, I think it's SmackDown versus Raw 2009, and I think it's Triple H here and HBK here.
Yeah, DX.
Yeah,
DX,
it's a DX thing. And then I think it's the 2010 one. John Cena's in the middle. I think Undertaker's here. I think Randy Orton's here. I think Edge is peeking in the corner. Rey Mysterio is somewhere here. And it's because those were the 2 years where I was trying to push for a WWE game into my house. So they're the ones that are in my head. And then for some reason I just remember it because it's like, oh, I think it really does in a weird way reflect the brand split in the early days. It's the one with Vince, unfortunately, but it's the one with Vince's face
With the
on,
two
because he
different-
has the
two
two different colored eyes,
yeah.
and it's like there's something like, I guess during that time that would have been really intriguing, and it would have like sucked you in.
I think definitely for the first of the SmackDown
The
versus
very
Raw,
first
because
one,
he is the
yeah.
epitome of WWE at that time, and I think he was the right person.
It got
to
better
be,
later.
yeah, because now they started to get creative
Yeah.
over with the covers. I think my favorite cover, obviously purely because of the story behind it, is 2K13 with CM Punk.
Oh yeah,
Because there was such a fight for, because I remember THQ were the developers at the time, right? And I think they were arguing for somebody else to be on the cover. I can't remember who specifically, but they said no, we want CM Punk, or else we're not going to we're not gonna agree to this.
It's done.
So then CM Punk was on the cover, and it was such a fan. This is when
Yeah,
he was
I remember.
restrained,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like this,
yeah.
and it's like the part of his head was like cut off, and then the unveiling of it, like it was such a controversial kind of like argument, because they really fought for CM Punk to be on it, and it was just like, why else wouldn't you put CM Punk on the cover? Because he was the biggest star at the time.
Yeah.
He was a champ, and I think that was just off the bat of his rivalry with Cena. I don't know if that was before or after, but it was definitely
So what, Money in the Bank
Money in the Bank.
2011, and then this one's 2013. So this one he became.
Yeah.
So it would have been. By any chance, were they arguing to have Brian Danielson on the cover instead? Because that year, I feel like it would have been that
I
year.
think it was they wanted to get the authority.
Authority.
On. They wanted
It's
to get the
it's sort of that
on.
year.
Yeah.
They wanted the authority
They
on the
wanted
cover.
the authority
Yeah.
because the authority were all over the product.
Yeah. So okay, 2013. Yeah.
Their
yeah,
authority
yeah.
was all over the product, and then they were
Punk
like,
plus champ. Yeah. No.
What a
Yeah.
rubbish idea.
they were like, no, we don't want y'all. We don't want you. We
So
want
what?
Punk.
Triple H tried to get himself there again.
Yep. And then
about
another
that,
one of
huh?
my favorites,
about him,
obviously,
though.
2K16, Stone Cold.
Oh yeah.
Iconic, come on. The one in between 2K14 with The Rock was also a good one as well.
Great
I do
cover.
remember that.
There was a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
cover
yeah.
because he was just like, and it's like you could almost hear him screaming on the cover. And obviously it was a bit kind of like nostalgic to me because the first game I loved was The Rock on the cover as well. So yeah, like guys, let us know. I'm surprised you didn't say AJ Styles on 2K19.
No, because like it's like you know me on this podcast, I'm a very nostalgic person, and by then I'd given up on wanting to play. But like I know someone at uni did have that game, and it's so funny when they're like, "You're a wrestling fan, why don't you know how to play that game?" And then I mopped them. I didn't know what I was pressing though. This is the thing. I just thought, when you're just violently pressing so you can kill them and blah 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 and everything. So like I was great, and thank you Randy Orton for helping me in that time, because that's who I kept on choosing and stuff. But no, I think. Yeah, I chose the ones I remember is because purely from nostalgia. I desperately wanted those games, and it was everywhere, and it was on the TV, and it was especially during that time where I was gaming. I wasn't really gaming at uni.
Can I tell you the advert that changed? The reason why, sorry to take
Go on.
to
No, go
steal
on.
your light, but when
steal
we're
my
talking
light.
about
There's no
when we're talking about SmackDown versus Raw, the rollout of the advert for this game, that's the way it is. And then they showed you the grapple mechanics, and it was just like, well, the super heavyweights, because this is where they were really into like the categorization of your weight class. You had the featherweights, you had the light heavyweights, you had the heavyweights, and then you had the super heavyweights. And then I remember Kane, there was a particular grapple that only specifically went for the super heavyweights, and it was like they will punch you, and then like the super heavyweights will grab your hand and just. I was just like, this is so sick. This is it. Like, I just absolutely loved like the mechanics that they were showing in like the early stages of these games. Like, I think that wrestling games, they were miles ahead some of the games that were going, because there was like a repetitive stage with games. Like, it was just seemed the same adventure stuff. The same thing. And then you just have this fighting game where it's just like, oh, hold on, we've got some new mechanics going up on here. I mean, the correct termage, but it's just like, boy.
No, I think adverts really do make a lot of these things as well.
And then the intros. Don't get me started, please. The intros. First of all, the Just Bring It. I remember it word for word. Yeah, it was just like, 2006. Yeah, it was like people become people and stuff like that. Like it was like, it was just like it will like. I think one of the criticisms of Just Bring It is that when you play the game, it doesn't what they're showing you in the intro doesn't reflect on the game. It's not the thing, but it got you so pumped and geared and ready to play the game.
But that's really important for gaming in general, because like, I mean, again, didn't really get to. I'm not gonna say TNA had a great intro, but the same guy with the same voice. It, you know, the person for the pay-per-view, that pumped me up for the game. But like, even for Super Smash Brothers Brawl, I refused to skip the opening.
I
refuse. And I at one point, you know, I googled the lyrics so I can sing with it.
Oh my god!
It was all in Latin. I did Latin at school, actually.
Literally,
So it was
2006. I remember.
So they're important. These intros are important, and they stay in your memory.
They do.
So like,
because I remember with 2006. Michael Cole would say, "Oh my God, it's SmackDown versus Raw," and then whoosh, sports entertainment will never be the same. Oh, there they come, and there you go. Oh my God. Oh. Now this is the last night on Earth, and then zoom.
Yeah.
And then
remember that.
And then you press the X and it'll be like SmackDown versus Raw. Or no, for the Just Bring It one, you press the X and it'll be like SmackDown, just bring it. It's just like, damn. What a life.
Okay.
We lived a good childhood, man.
I'm going to search. I might try and find a way to play this
Listen,
game.
go if you have no time in the earth, like you are bored one day, just go on YouTube and type in wrestling game intros.
And just watch. I mean, I
Just
do
watch.
that normally with old wrestling intros anyway. Like,
Okay.
I just... Oh, this is so bad. Basically, we obviously recently did an AJ Styles like tribute video. Do you know sometimes I just go on it so I can just hear the old theme? And the goosebumps. And it just, oh, look, the goosebumps. So yeah, I mean, I do that on a whim. So I'll do that with the games
Do
as
it.
well.
It's fun.
I'll do that with the games. I'm curious to know, because obviously we've seen that they have Attitude Era covers coming out with 2K26, and there has been some talk about a certain someone appearing in these covers.
Can I just say, obviously, elephant in the room. Triple H has been on the cover how many times? Triple H has been on the cover over time, yeah. Counting 3 this year. He has been on the cover. Okay, I think he's been on it. I think he's actually been on it 4 times. Yeah,
No, well,
he's been on it on 2007, but he was with Rey Mysterio, Tori Wilson, Cena, and Batista.
Yeah.
And then he was on it with 2009 with Shawn Michaels. So I guess you can say that this is his first standalone one.
Okay.
So he's been on it 5 times. Now, obviously, he's been on it 3, but let's not compare to Cena, who's been on it.
How many times to count?
Cena can be on 500. I understand because of how big a star he is / was. Very different considering Triple H's position. I will say that.
Well, can I just say, to be honest, to bring the logic into this, I'm sure Triple H probably did not make this decision.
Of course,
2K is the one who chose to put Triple H. I think the question is because they are the covers are specifically Attitude Era covers, and so there has been some question about whether Triple H actually deserves these covers, because can you say he was a major star in the Attitude Era?
Okay.
That's an interesting debate.
Do you know what? I will hand the floor to you. I will hand the mic to you.
I think on the topic of Attitude Era, he's definitely a player. He's clearly there. Obviously, him and Shawn were absolute menaces as DX, which I think we don't give them enough credit for how entertaining they were in that time. Obviously, the peak of as a watching product, the wrestling was at its peak when you had The Rock, Stone Cold, DX. There was always something to keep you entertained, keep you hooked, no matter what your age was. But yeah, Triple H is definitely a player in the Attitude Era. I think the issue comes when some people go overboard and they say Triple H was the player in the
This
Attitude Era.
is what it
This
is.
is where-
This is what it
Yeah.
is. He
Nah,
was
he's-
not
I'm
the
triggered.
player.
He's
No,
triggered.
yeah,
He-
that's
we-
what it is. That's what it is. I mean, it could be my opinion personally, but I really was trying to think about him being a dominant star in the Attitude Era, and the only year I could think about it properly was 2000. And then after that, in thinking about dominance and longevity, this is why, like, yes, Attitude Era star, but man, like, it was called the Reign of Terror for a reason.
Yeah, don't let these kids lie to you. That was a horrible time.
Like, I genuinely think Triple H was he's an Attitude Era star, but I think his dominance was signified in the ruthless aggression. So, like, he's not the Attitude Era star. And I also think it's because once Austin and The Rock were out of the way, comes the ruthless aggression.
Yeah.
There becomes Triple H as a star. So, like, that's my views. But he is an Attitude Era star, so I don't see why he can't have a cover.
I mean, I wholeheartedly agree. Like,
He's
I
just
think
not the star.
he's just that's what you literally hit the nail on the head. Like, everything I have said I wanted to say is just gone in my head, because it's just like, no, because it was just like, I understand that he has been such a pivotal character in the whole of the WWE
it's all
industry.
blurred.
Like, WWF, WWE, he has been there. But how I describe, like, he wasn't the star. Like, how I describe Triple H here is like, if we had like S+ tier guys, he was the S tier guy. Like, he was along the lines of, obviously you had the stars, like these stars, like Stone Cold, The Rock. If we're talking about throughout history, if we're talking from golden era to now, we had guys like Hulk Hogan, we had guys Stone Cold, we had The Rock, we had Shawn Michaels. Those were the guys of the company. Yeah. I think I wouldn't say the supporting actors, but the guys that are like still like S tier, like, if we're talking about,
towing the line.
he's towing the line. So you have guys like Undertaker, you have guys like Triple H who fall under that line. Even at one point, The Rock was on that line only because Stone Cold was that big. It was only because Stone Cold got injured that The Rock was able to do Hollywood
I
Rock.
might move The Rock. I might move The Undertaker to S tier.
No, that's what I'm saying. What, as in S?
As in, like, he's maybe that's just
like,
me.
as in
top
on the
or
level
second?
of Stone Cold and.
Okay, when you say it like that, maybe it
Because I'm
doesn't
talking
sound
about
right. But I don't know.
like
I just think I can't imagine the 90s without Taker.
like going back. Let's put this in a Super Smash Bros context. Yeah? You know how you've got like your ratings, how you've got the S star.
Yeah,
Like you really like
yeah,
you killed this fight.
Yeah.
Those are the guys like Kirby, Link,
Sonic is actually in
what's
this.
it called? Who's the guy that flies? I love him.
What? The guy who flies?
The angel.
Oh, wait. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Kid Icarus.
Yes, that's it.
yeah,
Kid
yeah,
Icarus.
it's Icarus.
Like,
But what's his
those,
actual name? No, it doesn't matter. The
like,
game
you
was
kn-
Kid Icarus.
but you know
Oh, I
those.
thought his name was Icarus too.
Wait, what?
I think his name is Icarus. No,
no, his name wasn't Icarus.
What's his name?
But the
Pie
game.
or something?
Here we go. The game is Kid Icarus, but his
do you
name
know who I'm
wasn't
talking
Icarus.
about? Those are the
Yeah.
top tier guys. Like, these are the face of the company. Like, they're on the Super Smash Bros. Pit. That's
okay.
it. Pit. Those are the ones that are on the cover. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fight is on.
Exactly. And then you had like the
That's what he said.
and then you had like the second, like the just the tiny level. So you had like
So okay, Undertaker is.
Undertaker.
Maybe it's my personal thing. I really just my brain. Okay, because then that means technically Bret Hart is above.
Oh, don't stop me, please don't.
No, but then this is what if we're
Wait,
really.
wait.
Bret Hart was a strong A star. Let's just leave it.
So
at
Bret
that.
Hart was an A star.
Just-
So Undertaker's an A star.
Don't start me with my Bret agenda today, because Bret was an A. Let's just leave it at that, because if we go into Bret Hart,
Oh my.
Because I'm thinking
Shawn
about
Michaels
who was
is
a
there,
huge,
Bret Hart
huge
is
draw.
there.
I'm thinking about who was a huge draw.
I'm sorry.
Taker was a huge
I'm
draw,
sorry.
surely.
British Bulldog was a bigger draw than Bret Hart. Let's not do that. Anyway,
Let's move on, please.
Fair enough. That was the hottest take.
like
the episode.
because you guys have now started me,
British Bulldog.
and now you guys want to finish me. Like, what? Anyways, guys, because now that's left you guys silent, let's move on to bigger and better things.
Oh my god.
No. Obviously, respect to Bret Hart. I just didn't think. No,
I'm just
obviously,
waiting for Brett to come for you, man.
no, I think Bret Hart is obviously, like I said, a crucial star. But like when we talk about my stance on Bret and his sports entertainment,
I will agree. The entertainment is very silent.
the E in entertainment is silent.
But the
Yeah.
sports is very loud.
The sports is very loud, but this is sports entertainment.
It's true. That word's bigger.
Exactly. But anyways,
That's such a tussle. Should we move to the tussle? Because that was fighting.
That
before we get into the tussle, do we agree that Triple H deserves to be on the cover 3 times?
No, yeah, I agree. He doesn't. He doesn't.
I
need to be.
don't-
Why?
I don't really care. Is that like...
Wait, unless like obviously
because there's other people who've been on it more.
I mean Cena.
Yeah,
Obviously,
so why
but
is everyone...
but Cena is Cena is on the S++. Cena is Link.
Do you know what
Pitts.
it is? It's because everyone's focused on corporate. That basically they see Triple H now as Paul Levesque and only Paul Levesque.
You might as well put Dana White on the
But
UFC
no, I
game.
think that's
They
what...
would never do that.
You do get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
No, but I genuinely think that's why people are having these conversations. It's like he's been corporate for too long that they can't actually separate. Triple H as a wrestler, sure.
Yeah, sure.
But I guess now, because of who he is and stuff, this is why people are like, But Triple H as a wrestler, fine. Yeah, with the attitude, they was like, give him a cover, fine, whatever.
I think
Whatever.
I think that is my main gripe with it because of the context of 2026.
Yeah.
I don't think Triple H has
You're
wrestled
all
in like
seeing
10
Paul.
years.
You're not seeing
So why does he need to
Hunter
be on
Hearst
the cover?
Helmsley. You're seeing Paul.
Yeah, he doesn't need to, even like you said, Vince. He was on the cover once.
Yeah. But that made sense.
Once. Triple H is on 3 in 1 year.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it.
I
No,
think
it could have been someone else. He could have had one.
It could have been someone else. I think they should have put Rhea Ripley on the cover personally, but she's been on the cover as well with Bianca
She's been
Belair.
on the cover.
That's a great cover, by the way.
that is a fantastic
That
cover.
If she
year.
was here, I would have really loved Naomi to be on the cover.
I think.
Oh, that would have
yeah.
been nice. Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Roman's been on the cover quite a few
Can you just
times as
imagine
well.
with the yellow and the proceed with caution? It's like a spider's web. Oh.
That would have been cool.
But as E-Drones would say, me included, we have to sell a product. So,
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean? We have to sell a product.
Look, let's be honest. Triple H sells. Don't tell me you did not when you were showering at home. You did not try and do the water spit thing in the shower as a kid.
Listen, it's all about the game and we're playing it. So, let's move on to the tussle. All right, guys, the tussle is AEW Revolution.
Do you want to give a brief reflection on Revolution?
Revolution was fun.
I'm sorry I didn't watch it live.
Do you know what?
But I'm not sad that I didn't miss out my sleep.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie. Sunday, I think we've gotten so used to Saturday pay-per-views that we'd rather tune into that. And
I got some work. I got work.
we got work
We have
next day.
work.
We have work. We have jobs. But anyway, Sunday pay-per-view. It was. I didn't watch it live either, but I watched it. It was fun. It was again. AEW still have this issue of too many matches, but they did decrease. I think they only had 9 on this match card as opposed to the 14 plus that they would usually
9
have.
and it was still over 4 hours.
And I think, do you know what? Because I think it's the pacing issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they try to do a lot, and then
They give them a lot of time for matches.
Yeah,
actually.
they do. And then on top of that, you don't really get breaks in between. So sometimes it will feel like a lot longer than it usually
They
is.
expect us to have bladders of steel.
Literally. But definitely, I think it's a definitely fun pay-per-view. There was a lot of like highlights. I mean, Edge and Christian are back, which
Edge and
is
Christian are back.
fantastic. I can't wait for them to dominate the tag team scene. There is a return that I would, not a return per se, but there is someone who showed up that I will probably get into later.
Yes.
But that's just following the matchup that we are going to review, which is Toni Storm versus Marina Shafir, and everybody is banned at ringside. So how did we feel about that match?
I think Marina has really, because when I see Marina, I sometimes think of NXT Marina, and then I see Marina with the Death Riders, and I really think she's coming to her
coming to
own.
her own.
And I wasn't really expecting this match to be like athletic or anything. It was supposed to be a rough and tumble, and that's exactly what we got. It was a rough and tumble, and Marina's just funny with her ad libs.
She really is.
She's just funny. She's just funny. It was just I really liked Tony's entrance, and then literally she's like this, and Marina's like with her leg. I thought it was a great match. It was really good. Also, my boobs, jeez, the boob biting.
Oh, the boob biting.
I like basically AEW. Like I know biting was gonna appear, so when they did the foot, fine. Tony biting her foot. Was it Tony or was Marina?
Tony bit
Marina's foot.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fine. But then the boob, I was just like, yo.
For the sickos.
For the sickos.
I was just like, please, a bit much.
I thought the timing was decent. It didn't need to be.
It didn't have to be long.
It
and
didn't
it
need
was
to
a
be a
great
19
pacing.
minutes epic. It was great pacing, straight to the point, good match.
Imagine I've written AEW breeds biters in that company. I'm just actually looking at what I wrote. Because I swear, every match has a bite.
Yeah.
The main event had some biting too.
Biting.
Yeah.
You both pretty much said what I wanted to about that match. I really liked the pacing of that match. It went the right amount of time. Not every match needs to go 30 minutes. Some matches should be short.
Yeah.
Just how in like MMA, some fights don't go the entire 5 rounds. Some boxing matches go 1 round. It's fine. They told a great story in it. I think, like you said, Marina has grown a lot, and I like the way she wrestled that match. I think she wrestled the way an MMA fighter who is transitioning into a pro wrestling world should wrestle, and I really like that. The kicks,
strikes.
she's a great shit talker. I think shit talk is gonna get you far in wrestling, and Marina knows how to shit talk. I think obviously Toni is one of the best of all time. That's someone who I should have said earlier when you said who is my favorite right now. Toni Storm. Not just the character work, the in-ring work is stellar. And Toni bit the tit. Great finish.
Something about mother's milk. She certainly got that mother's milk.
She's like, how dare you call that move that? I'm gonna show you.
I will give the match a rock.
Yeah.
I guess we should talk about the appearance.
Guys, what rock or sock?
For the match, rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
For me, it was a rock. The appearance.
If they're going to do it that way, number one, fine. Oh wait, actually, number one. Okay, to be clear, Ronda Rousey has appeared. Ronda Rousey looks like she's doing something. Toni Khan, not Toni Storm, had said that she's always welcome, which tells me there's no contract. It's something about maybe her doing one match with the Death, and it will be inclusion with the Death Riders or something.
And I hope they keep it at that.
That and stuff. Like, I have specific feelings about her and blah, blah, blah. The only, like, to maybe put a positive spin on it, the only thing I can think of, because I know people are like, oh, WWE versus AEW, oh, she'll probably just complain and blah, blah, blah. I think we might be seeing, specifically Ronda Rousey, the character, not the person, we're seeing a more grown, like, Ronda Rousey as a character. And it might be a case of actually she might be more willing. And if she's with the Death Riders, it means that we don't have to focus on her promos, blah, blah, blah. She'll be like, she'd be pushed as a legit killer. But I don't really care for her being there.
And that is the political correct
Yeah.
Because
but I'm trying to give a corporate spin on it.
Because what I have to say, that woman does not love wrestling that much to be able to show up to. It was a very big FU to WWE.
Yeah.
It was nothing
but
to
no,
be...
even just her as a personal person, I'm just like, ugh.
It wasn't anything like... when she showed up, like, you could see the crowd. They were not invested.
They weren't. It's when Toni now... It's when Toni now came forward. It's like, oh, okay, maybe this could be something. But yeah, I don't care. And I'll see. I really just hope they don't use her as like a dominant. Because the thing with Toni Khan saying she's always welcome makes me think, okay.
Get it out and dusted with. She don't love wrestling that much to be able to be showing up into AEW.
She
like,
needs money.
I want to create a thing. I want to create a career in AEW. No, she doesn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then also it just makes me think Shayna Baszler just deserves so much more.
She did. Shayna really did.
Really, Shayna should have had all of that stuff. But anyway, that's my thing.
I agree. Shayna is what the company for Ronda was. Because Shayna was really good at transitioning. She understood the psychology and telling the story through physicality and through her words. When it comes to Ronda Rousey, I hope that Tony doesn't fall into the trap of trying to get his new toy in front of as many people as possible.
Shiny new toy.
I think that's what it is.
I hope it's not, because when he tried it with Paige Van Zandt, it didn't end well. I remember that very horrible exchange between Brandy and, was it Dan Lambert?
Black bitch.
that everyone booed.
God have mercy.
Okay, yeah.
PTSD.
When you mentioned Ronda cutting promos, I got PTSD because woof, those are rough.
They are rough, which is
and-
why I'm just like, just put all the Death Riders and have her in the background.
Don't have her say anything. If she's gonna have one match with the Death Riders, do it and then never see her again.
Yeah.
That's it. Done.
my hope is she never picks up a mic. Because I think
She needs
her
someone to
pointing
speak.
and doing
I
that.
hate this point thing. I hate it. Just
It's
cut
some
off
of the-
your finger. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Like, I just don't see what's the point.
I think it was some
Stop
of the best character work
pointing.
she's done in years.
The point? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the best work she's done on the mic ever. Because she's got a fight coming up
That's why I
with
think she's
Gina
there.
Carano. I think she is trying to promote that, which is kind of weird because it's going to be on Netflix. But
Yeah, I know.
because of that, I don't think she's going to be wrestling.
Okay, she's just there.
I think it's my friend Marina's here. That's it. She has appeared on ROH before.
Yes.
So I think, like you said, it's a fuck you to WWE. She has spoken negatively about high ups in the company that she should have because they are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But
also,
I don't think she likes wrestling. I don't think she's going to be doing the bumps. I don't think she's going to be doing any circuits.
no.
She's a less good Brock Lesnar.
You know what? Let's stop talking about her. Let's move on, please. I don't want to talk about her anymore.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you feel about Ronda Rousey's showing up to AEW so suddenly to support her friend Marina Shafir. But honestly, I think you can tell the sentiment here is that she just I don't think she liked wrestling that much.
She wasn't needed.
She wasn't needed.
She wasn't needed. It was a great match.
Like
you could have had it without her.
if she had interrupted, I would have understood. But you just came up.
She just came. I know. That's what I wrote. She should have
Toni
just
Storm-
interrupted.
Toni Storm was halfway up the
And then you
ramp.
just come
You
into
just
the
come in
ring.
and it's like, oh, wow,
Okay,
cool.
no. Main event, because that was so much better.
The main event: Hangman Adam Page versus MJF in a Texas death match. The stipulation: if Hangman loses, he cannot compete for the championship for as long as MJF is alive.
Oh,
I
I
don't
thought it
know
was
how-
just ever.
No, like for as long as so.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
I just, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. This was one of the funniest matches. The comedic timing in a lot of MJF's moves.
Very Chicken Hill as well.
When he was running around the ring,
Yeah,
and
then
then just ran into the trash can.
Oh, that was
Or
so
even
funny.
just the bit where he realized that Hangman had put the chain around his neck and he was like, no, not again.
And then he got PTSD from
Yeah.
the CM Punk because they wanted to mention the CM Punk match. They were like, "Oh, back when that time when he was there," and I'm like,
happened,
"Oh,
Yeah.
There was too many funny moments in this match. It was actually giving Tom and Jerry.
Stapling the birthday card and then ripping it off.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Amazing.
too much. But no,
Oh,
actually,
too
no,
much.
that wasn't even too much. Really, for me, the syringe
It was the syringe.
The syringe. At first, okay, like the joke, like the barbed wire thing, giving it the Joker pill. I was like, oh, okay. But then the syringe. The thing is, I don't like eyes stuff. So I thought it was going in the eye, which is actually like, that's they can't do that. But it was still in his mouth when he was wrestling. That was crazy. Thought they were going to play some Star Wars with the light sticks on the stage. They did not. But it looked like I thought Hangman was going to try and behead him.
Yeah.
You see that, Abe?
They
I think Hangman wanted to behead him.
I was just like, ugh. But what I loved about this match was that MJF is an actor in the best way.
Yeah.
And that's why,
He's
I
very
appreciate
theatre.
it. Yeah, I
He's a
appreciated
theatre
the
kid.
Chicken Hill
Yeah.
aspect in this. Yeah,
He's very.
He is a theatre kid. He is a theatre kid. I do want to say, this is just how I felt with the match. Because like obviously I found out that he was going to lose before I watched it. I thought it was gonna be quite poetic, Hangman being hit with the belt and then not getting up, because then to me that signified
I think
that
it should have ended there.
it should have ended there. But
Yeah.
at the same time, him being strangled against the ropes and then falling face first into the glass, basically for me that's fitting
Cinema.
because of the stipulation of the match,
Cinema.
where like it's a Texas death match.
Cinema.
So-
That moment there was cinema to me.
Yeah.
Cinema.
Also, all I kept on thinking was this used to be someone's teacher.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was a rock for me.
100% rock from me. I think it was, if I could rate the match out of 5 stars, I'd give it 15. It was so good. I think MJF is the best wrestler of this generation.
I agree.
I think he the way they got comedy and seriousness over in one match is weird, and it shouldn't have worked that way, but it did. It was sublime. I think everything they did was good. I think fans and wrestlers should be afraid when Texas Death is mentioned. There should be a cringe. There should be a cold shiver going through everyone's spine. It shouldn't be this happy playground thing, like Hell in a Cell has become recently. At the start, it was this very like, you don't want to go in there because we've seen someone almost die. I think everything they did was amazing in that. I think it was picture perfect having Hangman fall onto the camera and the blood remaining on the lens. Don't wipe that. Like, leave that. It was amazing. When it comes to wrestling, I'm a bit of a hemophile. I love seeing blood. I love.
He said, "Let it pour."
Hey, I have Eddie Guerrero in 04 burned into my memory, and I think when you see blood, it really gets over the seriousness and the violence of the match. There should be no limits. I think maybe Tony Schiavone maybe mentioned Hangman jabbing with the broken light tube, and I thought, okay, they're not going to do that. That would be too far. But I do think the story that they told throughout the match was a perfect escalation, and it ended at the right time. That went the perfect amount of time. Amazing main event, and I think that is the way you have a heel win. If you're going to have the heel win the main event, that's how you do it.
Absolutely. And Hangman is a fantastic storyteller. I've always established that Hangman is a fantastic storyteller, and he really told his story in his playground, even though he lost. And I've always established that, we've established that Texas Deathmatch and people having their own gimmick matches is very important. And I absolutely love that. What's next for Hangman? I personally... Mid-card, but also I personally think he should take time away.
Yes.
Go
I'd
away.
rather that.
Go away. Don't come back until All In, and just because I think some of us have got fatigue with Hangman being in the main event scene all the time.
Maybe doing some online tutoring.
And that being said, guys, thank
You
you.
used to be a teacher.
Thank you for tuning in to Tea and Tussle. I have been your host, AJ Hold It Down.
I've been Natalie, the face that runs this place.
And thank you, Andy, aka Blackamura, for coming onto the show. Where can we find you?
Thank you for having me. I am on Streamcast _ on Instagram, on TikTok, and just Streamcast on YouTube.
Amen.
Deuces.
You know where to find us on all platforms, Tea and Tussle.